Hi, my name is Joe, and welcome back to Anima Season. Oh boy, this week, Snake Lady bonus round 2, alongside the sports banner stuff, of which, if you saw my summoning video that I just uploaded, managed to get the whole thing, and a plus 10 Deer Man. Let's see what we're cooking with. So, like I said, Snake Lady bonus, even though she's an offensive mythic, pretty decent unit overall. She likes stats because she has a defense check, party bearing, and also defense check in this thing as well. So yeah, more stats, more better. Good support. Let's see how she does. And then we have Alfred near saving as usual. Red Volley has Miasma this time around. And the reason for that, instead of Strat Assault or Imbue or any of that, is because we have the Sports Tharja. And her support is kind of insane. She has both phase Anathema Pulse Follow, which is already pretty solid. Pulse Follow as a status is pretty good. And her Anathema synergies with her perf weapon also pretty good. But she also has True Charge as an infantry within 3. Pretty amazing support. On top of this, on top of the weapon, on top of exposure and discord from this, like, the unit actually does a lot. Like, this unit and Peony, who I'm also using this time with Allure that she comes with, finally I'm using instead of Favor, because Sabotage, Speed Shackle, Defense Shackle, all really good for the Byleth, who I trait fruited and gave her Rise Above because, look, dude, even though I'm not that big a fan of the pairing and the art, the fact of the matter is, duo unit, power crept version of one of the best defense units of all time, male Brave Byleth, you know, I'm gonna use this unit a shitload. Might as well, right? I don't have the Taker Burst here, and I feel like Burst of Thunder is probably the best you could do here, but for now, Rise Above is enough, and yeah, we have a shitload of support. Let's get into it. So, this is match number 1 that I'm showing you, but there was actually a first match that I lost, and the reason I lost it, like, mainly, is because it was in the middle of me swapping my team. So, like, there was a unit missing because I didn't bless them, the structures were in the wrong spots, like, all this shit, so, like, yeah. Just letting you know. I'm not necessarily going to count that, but that's never really happened before on the channel, where I'm just ignoring a loss, but the context matters. Anyway. We have the Camilla. I didn't take a look. Are you... yeah, this... presumably Hall of Forms edition. Alfred eats that shit for breakfast, though. Damn! This Camilla unit still shits. Still good. Still disgusting. I actually thought about using her this week, but maybe next time. Alright. Volley. I love Miasma on this unit because you're basically guaranteed to get it off. And then, when your Miracle procs, all of that Corrin Ring shit is gone, and then you basically have free reign to do whatever you want. Bop. 304 on the Snake Lady. What the Sigma? And he's out of here. Okay, okay. We have the new Ike, Lucina, the old new Ingrid, Elise, Sather, and Plumerier. So, speaking of Ike and Deerman, they're not being used on defense, even though Ike is probably perfectly usable. Maybe he'll be like the frontliner in Chaos Season. We'll see, we'll see. But I have been using him on offense. Perfectly fine. Statman, mine's plus HP. He gets like 90 HP with the bonus stats and all that. Gross. As for Deerman, I really wanted to try to fit him in here because he's plus 10 with like pretty decent fodder. And I think he can do it in like real world scenarios outside of Arena. I think. But it's kind of hard to justify a slot for like an enemy phased cavalry unit. You know what I'm saying? He's weird. He can player phase, but you need to have like extra movement on him. Like Sigurd Ring. Which you can obviously have, but I don't know, man. He's definitely more of an arena unit. Maybe I'll try him in Chaos Season, we'll see. But Volley's doing that thing that I love. Go in. Survive. Miasma. Miracle. Take something else out, while also clearing the way for something else. Byleth, I believe, has the Edelgard rings, so maybe that clears the way for her at some point. And I also want to see this Tharja unit do something, because I feel like she's really good. Obviously, she's, at the end of the day, a power-crept version of a tuned Tharja who was one of the best units of her time. IMO, at least. Turning off specials is no joke, and she has a shitload of flat DR. Now she has even more. And it's like a mix of pierceable and unpierceable, and a shitload of support. Like, yeah. She's cool. Let's see. Oh my god. She's eating the new sports Ike for breakfast? Hello? I wouldn't be surprised if she just raw one-taps, but Byleth gets to play. Did I have Hardy Bearing on her? No, I had Hardy Bearing on Ollie. Look at this. Sheesh, man. What a game. Stop. Wait a minute. Wait, what? Am I stoned out of my mind? Is that just Lucina being broken? How does she pulse down to Comet or whatever it is and hits Elise for 0? Am I missing something? What? Jarvis, check the tapes. Anyway. Unfortunately, Elise is doing the Elise thing, and Alfred, I love him to death, but Elise is his arch enemy, arch nemesis, because he's min-maxed to Kingdom Fuck, but unfortunately the min is him having like 9 res. GG. Keep it a pushin'. But yeah, I thought about putting Hardy Bearing on Byleth just to like always win that new Ike matchup, but I feel like she wins it without it sometimes. But we have 2 sources of drive Hardy Bearing. Not that they like stack with each other, but I don't know, man. Elamine with kitted out fodder. Dear Man with Shadow Shift X. Based? That being said, I still need to test this Groa unit. Is that rival break on the rat?
What the dog doing?
What the smegma? I respect it. It's still criminal that we haven't gotten an ult for this unit, by the way. The duo where she's backpacked does not count. Very strange. I feel like people liked her. I liked the healing hands or helping hands, whatever they were called. I think their base artwork is pretty awful, but I also just don't like Hozuki Yusuke's art for the most part. There's just something about it, like the boldness of the lines and some of the colors. There's just something about it, it doesn't mesh with me. But as characters, I like them, I think. Definitely better than 18 different fairies, for example. Anyway, this poor guy is trying to make Cormog work in the present day, and he does have kitted out fodder with the latest Arcane Lance and whatnot, but who's gonna tell him that my team has the newest new shit, and it's all cheap? Hold on. Let me see here. Also, Peony, this unit can actually hit fucking hard, and I would love to see it. But what I'm trying to see is how many debuffs this guy has. Never mind, he has cleansing. My team has so many debuffs. Stop. And you know what I just thought of as well? Volley doesn't really have potent or anything like that, but what's the unit that actually has potent support? It's attuned Eliwood, right? The new one? I'm pretty sure in his special he has like 3x3 potent support. So high key, potent on volley could be gross, but same thing with the new Green Deer Man. Justifying a slot on defense for a Cav? Unless they're like top of class, it's not really worth, and he's more of a secondary nuker slash support. So, I don't know. Maybe on offense with Red Volley, it could be something, but yeah. Let me know if that Elliewood unit is actually better than I'm letting on, by the way. Same thing with Rearmed Soth number 2. Let me know. Okay, last one was unable to replay. We got Deerman, Edelgard, Roy Boy, Old Bastard, Elise, which I hate. That legendary that I hate, here it comes. And speaking of Roy, and funny thing about Roy is right before I started recording this, I actually downloaded the English translation patch for Binding Blade and New Mystery of the Emblem. So, yeah, maybe I'll play those finally at some point. Maybe on stream. But yeah, I haven't played most of the old-ass ones, and I haven't played any of the ones that require a translation. But, I'll tell you right now, probably not going to do that when Fortune's Weave is literally, what, like a month away or a month and a half? I don't know. We'll see. Because we got Fortune's Weave coming up, and I still have to get a Switch 2, by the way. It kind of feels like I have to, but if I had it my way, I would wait like another 2 years until like all of the games that I care about coming out are already out and the console's on sale, and maybe there's an OLED version or something. But the fact of the matter is, Fortune's Weave, Duskbloods, Ocarina of Time remake, all that shit, Pokemon early next year, I think. Like, it's whatever. GG. Keep it pushing. By the way, it is hot as hell in this funky-ass, hot-ass room I'm in. It was pretty good for a while. It's hot as shit today. It's like 86 degrees in my room or something with air conditioning and all that. Anyway, I'm yapping. The new Rearmed Alir with the big-ass sword. Good unit, I think. The new Byleth. Top-tier unit in, like, every mode. Close ADR Bond on plus 10 Emblem Lucina. Could be based, honestly. The old-ass Lachesis kitted out as well. Plus 10. Veil with a plus 10 Corrin ring. And young Edelgard. Oh boy. Well, he has a bunch of good units and Lachesis and Veil. We'll see how they actually do. Is he trying to... Okay, I thought he was going to tank with Edelgard there. What the Sigma? But, yeah. I'm curious if he's going to just try to tank with Alir or just extra action me to death. Little does he know my volley has ancient Chinese tech. I learned this from Sun Tzu, The Art of War. You cannot get in if there's terrain in your way. Use miasma. That's what he said in the book. It's real? Look it up. Can't imagine you keep playing after that. But of course he does. Let's see. Doesn't matter. Alright, number 2. And if you don't remember, this stupid young duo Edelgard unit can use her style every single combat. I'm pretty sure. Like, why? More Three Houses favoritism, please. Alright, let's see. And honestly, dude, that 7 splash damage post-combat, or 5, whatever it is, not too shabby. When you get, like, 2 combats for free, essentially. Not too bad. But these Lucina buffs are still pretty gross. However, if you are going the Lucina route, you really should just have a full Omni-Tank team, no? I say that, but like, a unit like this Byleth, for example, is the perfect partner for Lucina, if you want to go that route. Because the unit does everything, but also she has a 3-range style and can attack over walls. And if you don't remember the, like, future witness shit, part of the scowl only activates if you engage. Pretty sure, right? So, you do need a little bit of player phasing there, but the unit herself gives you a quadrillion flat DR. Anyway, this match is going on forever. Hello. Hello. Old bastard? Oh yeah. This unit has Vantage. Doy. I like that. This unit having Vantage is the most, like, forgettable part about the unit, in my opinion. She just does everything. That Vantage is the boring part. Alright, GG. Keep it a-pushin'. Elise. The Duo Edelgard. The Old Bastard with +10 Lin Ring. He's got Favor on him too. Disgusting creature. Camilla +9. Gross. Snake Lady 2. And Snake Lady 1 +10. With Counter Fighter. Based. Damn, dude. Favor on Old Bastard is disgusting. Probably. But I'll tell you this much. I'm very excited to keep using this Byleth unit on defense because it means she has built-in synergy with, what's it called, Alfred? Because, yeah, great talent maxing, even though, what's it called, Alfred's great talent, true damage and flat DR is based on the defense, right? Yeah, and Byleth only gives the attack and speed, but still, they work very well together. Great talent maxing. The new meta. It only took... Great talent... Great talent came out with Brave Alphonse, and it's only getting usable and, like, really good support around the time that that unit is getting his fucking refine. Can we talk about it? How ridiculous is that? Anyway, this Camilla unit is still ridiculous. Like, a year later. Oh, extra unit Young Tana, by the way. With the bells and whistles. Canto back a quadrillion. Oi, oi, oi. I mean, there's just no way I'm winning this, right? Dude, it's just... This unit is so lame. We only do 1 damage to each other, and then my special's charged, and then I potent you, which has no counterplay, for 1 billion. And I can do it every combat. Please +10 another Edelgard. Please +10 another Byleth. Satachi single-handedly keeping this company in business for another year. I love you. Appreciate you. But I'll tell you right now, this Byleth unit, she's good, but she ain't that good to 1v6 this team. Goodbye, everybody. Fuck you now. GG. Keep it a-pushin'. Old Bastard. Sather. The new Ike. Hilder. Elise, who should not be named, and Plumerier. I hate Elise. I hate ballista units. I really do. And don't get it twisted, I hate 3-range units too. They just break the game, but like 3 and 2 range units kind of need to exist because of Corrin Ring, I guess. But whenever I go down this rabbit hole of talking about things in the game that need to exist, quote unquote, and rationalizing it, it always ends with wrap it up. I'm ready for the game to be wrapped up. All I'm saying. Alright, Byleth action. Boom. Almost one-shots. Okay. Barja finally getting to play. Only hitting for 10. That's crazy. Like, I understand it's Ike, but this Tharja unit's no slouch either. What else you got? And this is the part where he just clicks his Elise button and his Edelgard button, and I don't get to play the game. So there's not really anything to commentate. That's my favorite part about when Elise is pickable. Hilda, still a great unit. Big fan. Finally getting Coke support. I really have to try that out, by the way. I don't think I've even leveled up my Groa, who I free-pulled Lamau. But maybe Groa plus Hilda plus Lucina plus Omni-Tank of Choice plus bonus unit is the Chaos Season formula. We'll see. Anyway, I'm about to friggin' pass out. There's nothing to talk about now. Other than it being hot in my room and I'm just getting undefended Ballista. Flicking through it. GG. Okay, almost done. The new Tharja, the Elm, the Alfred, Luciner, Corrin, who I think has gotten better with new fodder that's been coming out. So, yeah. Rise Above, pretty good on her. Iron Fighter, definitely not the move, because she has non-existent defense stat, but I don't know. Probably Rise Above pair up. Still perfectly fine. Alright. Nice Corrin ring. What if I had Miasma and Miracle, and then I just went around you? Oh. Does she see the kill? Not fast enough to double. Rup? But, like I said earlier, I don't think this team has Imbue. She does have a Cleric, to be fair, but that 14 splash damage to her whole team is not bad at all. Extra unit volley. Okay. Round 2. More splash damage, but doesn't get to her Miracle. Oh? Yeah, dude, 401. Alfred without Shield Fighter is not the best. And I don't really understand why. I really don't. Because, like, in theory, that's a perfectly, like, neutral to slightly unfavored matchup for him. But, yeah, I don't know, man. He's still a good unit, but he just folds sometimes when he has pair up. I don't understand. GG. Alright, last one. Let's see if they even do anything. They have the Ballista on Alm. It's a little scary. Undefended Ballista, Camilla. A lot of scary stuff. I guess he just doesn't see the kill on anything and gives up. GG. Alright, so final score is 9-2. Pretty solid, pretty happy with it. Looking forward to using this Byleth unit more on defense and this Tharja unit. I want to see if she's truly worth it. The support is good, the debuffs, the supportive statuses, all that. I like it. Don't know how good she actually is yet. Let me know. Yeah, what do we got next week? Irrelevant, Mythic, and then the same shit, huh? We'll see. Let's get into the summons. Oh yeah, also, hold on. I got trolled so hard, man. Notice how I have 35? I just, like, completely eyes off, monitor off, forgot to get, like, 2 pots. Ay. So I missed out on the entire extra game. I'm awful. Anyway. Brave Crom, come home. It's just stinky male Corin.
Hey, Stinky!
Get those fingers out of your mouth. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I have no clue. Let's do red. And scup it. Oh. Suzuki Rika. Godlike artwork. Alright, is there anything else funny to do? Alright, there's nothing else funny to do, but I'll tell you what. I'll do one circle on this, and I'll pull everything that isn't colorless. Looks good to me. I did like a circle and a half on this before, and I actually got a Lysithia. So that's cool. Oh my god, I almost backed out. But, yeah, depending on what banners end up coming up this month or later this month, we'll have to see if it's actually good. I don't want to spend too many willy-nilly because Duo Sigurd is going to come back soon, right, guys? Okay. I need his fodder so bad. But if the upcoming banners are trash, I would honestly go to Spark on this. Like, Ryoma, Bouquet, Attune, or Rearmed value, Attune value, Attune value, like, all this shit. It's a good banner. And getting another Ryoma slash Lysithia slash Bouquet slash Hinoka, like, literally over half the banner is shit that I would want. So, yeah. Colorless, though, not so much. Alright, then. That's going to be it for me today. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you. I'll see you in the next one for, I don't know, a trailer reaction or something, I guess. Let me know how your week went, how your week's going. If you summon on anything, let me know. Have a good one. Bye-bye.